following presentation of the National Football League.
Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the 3rd time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency. That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
On second down, a run with Williams. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On 3rd and 2, Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down from the 42. Stafford from the gun. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Rams first down. A gain of
That's
a
more
yard.
than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turn. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drive. Well done, defense.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Screen here for Williams. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 7 yards on that pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down, and they go. Oh, it's out. McCaffrey lost it. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it, and they make the recovery. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, Purdy. And this one is launched downfield. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Rams.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down throw here for Sanford. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
He tries to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. First give of the game to the rookie for Morgan. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 5 on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They toss to Williams, headed right. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss. Make sure you threaten to the outside.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running back sent in motion left. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Finds him on the slant. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Gain on the play.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. quickly out to the right. Complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Sky Moore on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out comes the San Francisco 49ers offense, and in a nod to their fans, the faithful, Brock, wearing their alternate black rivalry jerseys this week. A callback, as you know, to the days of Rice, Montana, Young, and company, leading them to those 5 Super Bowl titles. They send the tight end in motion left. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Zone read the give to McCaffrey. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On the counter, McCaffrey. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. 1st down, Purdy to throw. Complete over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
The Rams into the dime. 3rd down coming. From the gun is Purdy. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That one gains 7. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end left. Purdy on the play action. Throw left side, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They'll motion a tight end left. Play action now with Purdy. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they send their back in motion right. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Looking slant route complete. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. You could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. Give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards? That's a pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, they got it! Intercepted along the goal line! Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You get it back. It's a terrible field position. You run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. That's caught by Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? It's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Stafford from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they're just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ethan Evans on that a punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bound. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're thrown into a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Taken in by Edison, left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Again, it's Brock Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. marker. It's 2nd and 5. To throw again, it's Purdy. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. This from 48 on the left hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw it. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Purdy. He'll try and run this. And that's going to be good for a first down from Purdy as he gives himself up to avoid a hit.
Here's a gain of 16 yards. And a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
He's across midfield into Rams territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
There's a dive up the middle. He's going to bring this down to their 35. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. All set to go now from the 35. Purdy on first down. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Purdy throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun is Purdy. It is caught left side. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 7 yards on that pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on first. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
With all these collisions, these running backs take between the tackles. Sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Working now from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Xavier Smith bringing this back. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. On first down, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for and you go out and execute.
New set of downs from 37. First and 10. Here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's good for a Rams first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Stafford now on first down. It's complete to Higbee. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going left side, Williams with it. This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Screen here for Williams. And he's brought down at the line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. Delivers another one to Williams. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Purdy setting up that play action. Completed left side there to Jennings. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. The right side is caught by Jennings. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Birdie will sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First down throw here for Stafford. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Complete to Tutu Atwell. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Stafford from the gun. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So 20 yards on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Couple big yards on the right side. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. This one goes for an even 25 yards. That's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
It's Stafford once more. That one complete to Higbee. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Revis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Moore with a return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the 49ers on offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Let's start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed to his running back. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Purdy throwing here on first. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a give, McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to run for it. And he's going to be blocked down after reaching the 43. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. Throwing this one back at the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Trucks a defender. He takes it down to the 33. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. First down now, ball at the 33. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Now Stafford to throw. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Give to Williams from the gun. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another run for Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout. So the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Got a man, that's Nakua. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Nevis with a point after. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
49ers 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Galindo to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Will get this complete to Jennings. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. First down throw by Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers, 14 points back. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. To the air again. Purdy. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They kick the running back in motion. Again, it's Brock Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. Outright, McCaffrey makes the grab. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To throw again, it's Purdy. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Now, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a one-score game in the 4th quarter.
The score, Rams 24, 49ers 18.
They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Just say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
Design quarterback run here. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Okay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.